Keith Albertson reporting here from inside Thomas and Mack Arena, where the CSU women's basketball team just wrapped up its first game of the Mountain West Conference tournament. The Rams came out on top in this one 72-67 over the Utah State Aggies. Now the Aggies were dominating just about the entire game, but the Rams kept pushing, fighting back, needing to play come from behind basketball for just about the entire game. They made that final push late with 51 seconds left in the game as Sam Martin had an and-one play that tied up the game for the Rams. From there, it was all CSU as they went on to win this one 72-67. Now the Rams haven't made a bowl game since 2008, so none of the players from this year's team have the experience of postseason play. Some of the keys to the matchup include the Rams' ability to rush the ball successfully against this poor Cougars defense. The Rams have some defensive issues of their own, though, as their secondary has struggled all season. That will probably come into play as Washington State airs the ball out more than any team in the nation. One of the big players last year for New Mexico was Kendall Williams. He'll come back. He put up 46 points against the Rams in Fort Collins last season, including 10 of 13 from three. The Rams are going to need to shut him down and all the other players if they expect to get a win today against the defending conference champions. Rams were down 15 points late in this game, but still found a way to fight back and win it in regulation. Definitely a great way to start off the bowl season and a great way for the Rams to end their season. Rams lost this game 80-73. They faced a deficit as high as 13 points late in the second half, but were able to bring that close to 6 points. They weren't, however, able to get it any closer than that despite clutch three-point shooting from Daniel Bejarano. He finished with 25 points, including 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. His 25 points were not a game high, though. Cameron Barristow had 29 points and 14 rebounds to go along with it. It's about 1 hour until kickoff here in Logan, Utah, where the CSU Rams look to take on Utah State. With a win today, the Rams will become bowl eligible for the first time since 2008. Their offense will rely heavily on the nation's leading rusher, Capri Bibbs. Their defense, however, has struggled a lot recently, especially in the passing game. It's a really windy day here in Logan, though, and hopefully that will serve as a benefit for the Rams in slowing down the Aggies' offense. They just played yesterday in a triple overtime thriller against Wyoming, got the win, and it's all on the line in this game if they want to make it to the NCAA tournament. The Mountain West is not a very strong conference, so only one team is likely to get a bid, and that's going to be the winner of this championship game. Keith Albertson here reporting outside the kennel here in Spokane, Washington, as the CSU men's basketball team looks to take on the number 15 ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs. It's going to be a tough road matchup for the Rams, but I expect the returning members of the team to really step up. Jonathan Octius, Daniel Bejarano need to be key for this Rams team to get a victory and upset Gonzaga. The Rams came out sluggish in this game against the Falcons, but only trailed by 3 points at halftime, despite 14 first half turnovers. They only shot 35%, but the thing that kept them in the game was their ability to rebound. They ended up out-rebounding the Falcons by 31 boards, 48-17. I'm Keith Albertson reporting from the Thomas and Mack Center here in Las Vegas, Nevada, where they're all cleaned up and ready to go home because the conference basketball tournament is over. The final game put Fresno State up against Colorado State for the conference championship in women's basketball, and Colorado State came up just short in this one, losing 76-67. The Rams had plenty of chances in this one, but didn't shoot well. They finished 4 of 28 from three-point range. Now the women beat the Aggies yesterday, but it's going to be a whole different story today as the men are the underdogs. They lost to Utah State already twice this season and are going to be even worse off now that they've lost their big man, Jerson Santo, for the season with a broken hand. He injured it in their last game against Wyoming. Now the Rams are going to really need to have some help from their bench. Either Dwight Smith or Marcus Holt are going to start. If they're looking to go small, Dwight Smith is going to get in there, and the Rams are going to need to run a much more up-tempo offense to be able to put more points on the board and wear out this Utah State defense.